Number 1 in the league in saves per game, tied for first in save percentage. He's 8th in the country in saves per game.
Matt Lacombe on the other side is the goalkeeper of the year in this conference. Got to get it past the guy that stops better than 50% of the shots that come his way. Then we're underway, and it's BU's right off the bat with a one-on-one opportunity that puts the Terriers on the board immediately. Who is it? Louis Perfetto.
99 times out of 100. The BU ride causes the turnover, and Perfetto is able to beat Lacombe, and it's a good start.
I mean, they are dancing all over midfield. Meyer, who just caused that last turnover. We got a yard sale. He wrapped the stick around himself onto the doorstep. A great answer!
Past 100 points in his career. Able to get away from the defender, Connor Kem there.
Loose ball stays with BU. Still plenty of time. Corcoran goes behind. D'Alto finds Perfetto. Second goal for BU. We've got our third of the game, 2.5 minutes in.
With 2 goals in the opening minutes, you see the ball come to X for D'Alto. Perfetto's uncovered in front of the net, and that's an easy goal for Aiden White.
Colgate third in the conference in offense, 12.5 goals a game, just behind BU at 13 goals per game. Little mucked up situation out in front, and another goal ties us up at 2.
Just watch 5 come free. No one looking at him. Got away from 77 Patrick Morrison, who's a first-team All-Patriot League defender.
Favreau has 7 goals on the season. Behind goal line extended. Again on the doorstep. Open men cutting off of the ball. Liam Connor for the 12th time this season.
But end up open in front of the net. Watch, he's right in between 2 guys, but neither's really looking at him.
That clear has been a mess in both directions.
I mean, this game's going to be insane. You can tell through 7 minutes.
Pole on the doorstep. Left hand, Connor across the face. Ripped shot, another goal. 6 shots, 6 scores. Unreal, it's Jack Turner.
His team leading 37th of the season, and that's just an unabated, absolute crank shot.
I'm okay with taking that one from midfield.
Yeah, it almost worked, right? But, you know, Colgate's got a win against Penn State. BU has that win against Army and almost won at Duke.
Transition again. Teams are taking shots. We're wheeling and dealing. Vince D'Alto and Patrick Morrison. That's from Caitlin Clark range. It's 4-3. Colgate still by a goal. Pass across the crease. Now work back from X. This is Connor. Already a goal to his credit today. Flips it down on the doorstep. Nice save. Barnes going low. 4-3 lead for Colgate. They did play there this year. That was their second game of the season. Colgate scheduled incredibly hard. Downhill. Bounce shot. Buried.
Board here in the Patriot League tournament. You see there's just not a lot of room there, and it was odd from Lacombe because I think he felt like he had the post covered enough.
You scored a goal 14 seconds in? Yeah. Did you win the faceoff? No. Methodical approach. Waiting from X, Connor. Again finds a cutter.
Watch the pass. Behind the back. The shot. Behind the back. I mean, it's one thing to score, and it's another thing to do it with those style points.
Minikis. Back up top. Rupenstein. Rupenstein. Defender's going to need some new ankles. Luke Davis hit the ground hard. Ball whipping and into the back of the cage.
It's in the first quarter for Rory Connor. He is just dicing up BU in terms of distributing the ball to his teammates. A goal and 4 assists already.
Turnovers have been big, too, because you take the faceoffs out of it, BU has 6 turnovers. So they've won the ball. They've given it back. Not this time. Miles Lipton. Just go play lacrosse. The goals will come.
There's nothing in this game that's going to be on script, and Again, Lipton has no angle here.
And he said it kind of is what it is that they got hit 6 times. Doesn't think it'll happen again. Empty net once more, and off the post. Colgate taking another better than half-field shot against the ride. Nearly converted a minute in. We're back to full strength, but unsettled, it doesn't matter. Have it, shoot it. And the guy that passes it to you is the best guy on the team. It's a BU ball coming out of the timeout. Low shot, D'Alto!
Look at D'Alto. Great pass and a low finish.
Got a shot 10 seconds into the shot clock on that possession. Crank shot, off the bounce!
Big games this year. Scored against Penn State, scored against UAlbany, and now he's got one in the Patriot League tournament. Just walks into this one and absolutely rips it.
And some of their road losses, great games. Lost at Navy by a goal. Unsettled, great opportunity, better save! Lacombe went downstairs.
There's time.
This is a more normal quarter of lacrosse. Low shot, again saved. Goalie's starting to play a little bit better.
Can you really do that for 60 minutes is the question.
I thought for a second Lacombe was going to shoot that because the goalie's out of the crease. Empty net, shot missed wide. Goalie's back in. Barnes couldn't get to it quick enough.
The net's still empty. Let's go as fast as possible. Try and get a shot away. Druin got the ball, faked once, faked twice, and even though Barnes was back in between the pipes, was still able to score.
All tied up at 8, final 8 minutes. BU couldn't do anything with it, however. So here's Colgate trying to clear, trying being the operative word. Cates with an empty cage found Kelly for the goal.
But you can't have turnovers like this one, where it's completely uncaused, your goalie's out of the net, and that's the easiest goal that anybody for BU has scored all season, right?
How does Colgate respond? Feigned pass. We'll get a reset. Goal line wraparound. That's an answer. Hunter Druin, we just talked about him. Seeing that same mentality from Colgate here.
And Druin that time, working from X, able to get top side. And I don't know about you, but I really have a hard time picking out which team I feel like's had the better of play so far.
Out in the middle. Loose ball. Somehow got swept in.
Off a tipped pass. Look what I found.
Sometimes the ball just finds you. 4th goal for the Darien product. D'Alto wants to go to his right hand. He can't. And we are full strength. Into the middle. Low shot. Yeah, that's Lacombe going downstairs again. Rebound kicked out to BU. Cates to his left hand. Cates misses wide. No, he got it.
BU doesn't score on the EMO, a possession that lasted 1 minute and 16 seconds.
He's got no, yeah.
Yeah, he thought it was.
He sees that. He literally went to back it up, and when he turned around, he saw the ball in the net.
You know, as Maria was saying, both coaches talked very similarly about how they love the intensity of this game as Barnes makes the stop.
3 of the last 4 in the regular season.
Yeah, let's not forget that Bucknell game on March 16th. That was 17-4.
That's not a lot.
No.
Again, ball on the ground. This thing is a mud fight. Ball's in the air. Loose one, picked up by the goalie, Lacombe. Flag down, ball down. Colgate has it. Ball's down again. Transition opportunity. Kylie over to Connor, misses wide. Meyer has the assignment at the bottom of the screen. Low shot, score!
9 points in that Holy Cross game you referenced. Kind of quiet today. That's his first point.
PLL nowadays. Good to see the Outlaws back.
Oh, look at this.
Opportunity for BU. Ripped. D'Alto, I don't know what that hit, but it ricochets out. You still have to play within the constraints of the game. And if you're not careful, it can get sloppy. Lipton scores.
Time in 15 games this year that Luis Perfetto's had at least 4 points in a game. He has 15 today and
20th of the game. And that's a successful clear. Colgate with numbers. Colgate out in front with a goal.
In that Colgate uniform, that's the first time he's found the back of the net.
Anybody's game. Here's Colgate off the turnover. Pole. No, we're not going to get a pole goal. Was that Yates? Yeah, it was. Would have been his first goal of the season. He does have a couple assists. BU here. Great opportunity. Kelly goes downstairs and scores. We're tied at 12. That's his second.
Well, Brendan Kelly, a kid who started his career at Penn State, didn't play there in 2022. 6 points in 9 games last year here at BU, and he's exploded for a 40-plus point season this year. That's an easier goal for him than he normally scores.
And with a 15 ground ball advantage, has been the king of possession today. Perfetto just decided to crank it. Why not?
Just backs you down and says, as you said, why not? And it's a perfectly placed shot.
Behind the back flip, down to the crease. Ball trickles through and in.
Watch, Barnes gets a piece of it, and then Stiles tries to keep it from going over the goal line, just can't do it. And it's a big goal for Colgate. They give it.
Low ball, plucked up by Liam Connor. Across the goal line, he finds Favreau.
Really a tough catch. Watch, 44 is yelling for it. Give me the ball, give me the ball. It's high, and he goes up and controls it, and then ends up wide open in front of the net.
There's too many guys that are open. Comes Corcoran, ready to roll with 19 seconds. Left hand, Cates. D'Alto rips. That's off the leg of Lacombe. Still loose out in front and flipped over the shoulder. Kelly's got a hat trick and a tie.
A massive battle for this ground ball after a great save on D'Alto. Watch, this is just on the ground. Who wants it? Kelly wants it. And he is maybe an inch and a half outside the crease.
Picked up by Kelly. He scored the equalizer at the end of the third. That's a push in the back that's going to draw multiple flags. Probably for the same thing. And a quick breakup of the extracurriculars.
Starting to get in there. It's funny because push in the back is what the call is going to be. It's a little more than a push, but...
No, it was a 3 count, actually. So another 11 seconds at least for Brody Burrell, the freshman out of British Columbia here.
He has played .831 all year.
And they give up the goal.
18th different player in this game to score a goal. And he's just able to get that around the long pole that was bearing down on him.
Third in the conference, coming in with 27. Saved by Lacombe. Yeah, you're right. That timeout might come back to bite BU, or at least not having it late in the game.
I just mean somebody is going to have to call a timeout for there to be a break.
Low shot with a flag. Now Druin's in the crease. How'd he get there is going to be the question. Yeah, it's a push. Clearly got him there on Logan Stiles.
Fortunately, it didn't happen. Is that look at the way that Druin lands on Will Barnes' right leg. I mean, this is scary.
Oh, you're right.
And luckily, he just kind of rolled over it.
Swing it down low. Back to Perfetto. Down to his ankles. Shot clock at 25. Perfetto. Helmet off. And a late flag flies because how can't it?
Let's watch it. It's Murnane defending, and he just pops the lid off.
It's almost like, so it was the forearm that loosened it, and it's almost like he just went and BU scored the first 4 goals on this field against Army. Never looked back. Led that game wire to wire. Trying to get free up top. Corcoran dunks it off to Niederinghaus, who scores! Everybody's in on it.
9th BU Terrier with a goal in this game.
Eldridge, one-man clear, lowered his shoulder to get across. And missed a stick check. Eldridge then threw it away. No look. Left side, score! Jack Turner's back.
Had the space. Give Eldridge a lot of credit for this clear.
Travellini, my goodness.
Yeah, and then it ends up with Turner. Nobody near him, and he's just able to walk into this shot, picks his spot, and beats Barnes.
It's been physical. It's been taxing. It's been all over the place. It's been on the doorstep. BU is up a goal again.
10 points in 37 career games, and he has 3 points in the Patriot League quarterfinal.
Here's Meyer, grad student. Wraparound, score! Minikis came from behind.
Minikis now has multiple points in a 4th consecutive game. Morrison tried to close on him and just couldn't get there in time. And boy, with 3:29 left in a 17-17 game, it really feels like a shame that one of these two teams' seasons is going to end tonight.
How many times do you say that in a postseason game, too? Right? You dial up your best lacrosse at this time of the year.
These games always deliver.
3:17 left to go, at least. Connor checking the rearview mirror, waiting for the offensive unit to arrive. Morrison has the assignment on Druin, 77 on 5. Morrison is fantastic. First team all-conference. So too is Druin, going to his right hand and saved by Barnes.
Yeah, Morrison kind of forced Druin off his line there, and Barnes was just pinned to the post, so there was nowhere to shoot.
Barnes now has 12 saves. 11 for Lacombe on the other side.
There's still time for this to change, but it's sure looking like this is going to be a 4th consecutive game for BU that's decided by 1 goal.
And for Colgate, if that's a loss, oh my. 3 conference losses this year, all by 1 goal. 5 losses by 1 or 2 goals in 2022. 4 of their 9 last year by 1 or 2 goals. Always in close games. They hadn't gotten over the hump, though. It was one of the reasons they revolutionized their playing style this year. Pass to the doorstep, broken up. It was into a triangle of maroon jerseys. Ground ball is taken away by Colgate. With 1:38 left to go, they've got to clear it. That's been a chore.
Just how evenly matched are these teams? They've played almost 120 minutes against each other.
Great check by Profetto. Nearly got the ball free. Sometimes your attackers can be your best riders. Got a whistle.
Didn't get it across. And now BU can hold for the last shot of the game.
And why wouldn't you? You'd be crazy not to. Tied at 17 with 1:16 to go.
120 minutes of lacrosse against each other in the last 5 games. And the score is 30-29.
Timeout. BU was down 10-2. Came all the way back on Friday night. Don't panic is what Ryan Poley told his guys. Got a lot of game left. They were missing assignments. They weren't getting to ground balls. They have gotten to ground balls tonight, 51 of them. I think the message is the same. Not a lot of lacrosse left, but don't panic. These are the backyard moments, Justin. This is what you live your whole life for.
And again, these guys, specifically in this situation, Perfetto and D'Alto, have been around here for half of this program's existence. And
20 seconds left to go, maybe in somebody's season, maybe in some careers. Perfetto here with 13. Swing it up top. Kelly dumps it back. D'Alto missed wide with 5 seconds left. It is backed up with 4.5 to go. Leaves it for Perfetto. Perfetto with 5 seconds. 2 seconds. Perfetto wraps around the doorstep. He never gets a great look. And we are tied at 17 with extra lacrosse in the Patriot League quarterfinal. Spacita flops it back up top to Turner. Trying to his right. Shovels. Intercepted. Brilliant transition. BU, great opportunity on center. D'Alto misses just wide. Around the goal line. Barnes waiting. Trying to lock down that cage with Colgate. Hunting for a semifinal berth. 21 seconds for Druin. Druin goes to his left. Druin dives down in front. BU's 24 of 29 on the clear today. It's going up against the number one clearing ride in the country. 7 seconds, just hurled all the way downfield.
it's genius. It stops the clock.
With 3.9 seconds. 4 seconds left to go. From X, Cates wraps around and does not get a shot off. Here comes Colgate. Trying to get to the semis for the first time since 2021. Druin. Guarded by Morrison. Nice shot low. Kicked up by Barnes. Still alive. Turner. That's rejected again by Barnes. Foreign Maroon. He's not out there. No, there he is. Just dumps it left. Turner. Up top, right side. Nice save. Barnes again. Denies Rupenstein. At some point, you toe the line between playing with house money and taking silly risks. Out front, bopping around, loose ball. Someone's got to vacuum this up, and we've got a stoppage of play that will give BU an opportunity with 7.1 seconds. And the Terriers will wing it with Morrison, the full length of the field, and we are going, 1 second, to a third overtime. The man that won the game Friday when these teams met in Hamilton. It was a one-goal game that BU came back from down 8. Wraparound shot? No. Colgate, 9-8 in triple overtime. Navy went on to beat Bucknell, also 9-8 for the championship. Excuse me, that was in the first round. They won 9-8. They then won the championship over Army, ironically. Bucknell did 10-8. BU, dump out front. Kelly ends it in triple overtime. 4th goal for Brendan Kelly, and the junior sends BU to the Patriot League semifinal.